Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside.
Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying play action. Throwing right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Makes the catch. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Laterals it back. Rushes on him. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On target to the left. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Handoff to the single back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached a break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, is it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Stuffed on first down and 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Going to the running game. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. This time on target. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to keep it in the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They want to get this defense on its heels. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football. And
going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Here's the heat. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Looking for an open area to his left. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the right. There he goes! At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the fullback. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Just when you thought the fullback position was extinct in college football, how about that run by the big fellow? Wow.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Pace, 27.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the ground with the back. Crosses to 40. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, man. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown at the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Here we go.
Direct snap. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. One
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Flag. Flag. Flag.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
A lot of room to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Trick 9 feet.
They'll leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
it.